I am Savita Valsang and welcome to Statistics Made Simple. In this video, Index Numbers Part 11, we'll find solutions to problems based on the time reversal test and factor reversal test. This topic is important from the examination point of view and we get a 10 marker from it. An important point to remember and which you shouldn't forget is that for TRT and FRT, P01, P10, Q01 are taken as ratio and should not be expressed as percentages. Problem 26. Verify whether Marshall-Edgeworth index number satisfies TRT. This can be asked as a 2-mark question. Solution: to verify Marshall-Edgeworth index number satisfies TRT. So write the condition, that is P01 of ME into P10 of ME should be equal to 1. So let's first write the formula for P01 of ME, which is summation P1 Q0 plus summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q0 plus summation P0 Q1. Now let's consider P10 of ME. So what is P10 of ME? It is Marshall-Edgeworth index number with time reverse, that is replace 1 with 0 and 0 with 1, which is equal to summation P0 Q1 plus summation P0 Q0 whole divided by summation P1 Q1 plus summation P1 Q0. Now let's consider P01 of ME into P10 of ME. So when we multiply the right hand side of both the expressions, you will see that the numerators and the denominators will get cancelled entirely, like I have indicated in pink color and purple color, and so on the right hand side it will be equal to 1. So we get P0 of ME into P10 of ME is equal to 1. Therefore, Marshall-Edgeworth index number satisfies TRT. Problem 27. Using the following data, verify whether first subdivision Laspeyres index number satisfies TRT, second subdivision Fisher's index number satisfies TRT and FRT, third subdivision Marshall-Edgeworth index number satisfies TRT. In the first column, we have the items as A, B, C, D. The base year prices are 4, 10, 3, 2, and the quantities for the base year are 10, 5, 2, and 1. The prices for the current year are 5, 12, 4, 4, and the quantities for the current year are 10, 4, 3, and 2. So mark the prices in the base year as P0, quantities for the base year as Q0, prices for the current year as P1, and quantities for the current year as Q1. Starting with the solution, let's first form a table with 4 columns P0, Q0, P1, Q1, P1, Q0 and P0, Q1, and then obtain their totals. So P0, Q0 values are 40, 50, 6, 2. Summation P0, Q0 is equal to 98. P1, Q1 values are 50, 48, 12 and 8. Summation P1, Q1 is equal to 118. P1 Q0 values are 50, 68 and 4, and summation P1 Q0 is equal to 122. P0 Q1 values are 40, 49, 4, and summation P0 Q1 is equal to 93. In the first subdivision, we have to verify whether Laspeyres index number satisfies TRT. That is P01 of L into P10 of L is equal to 1. Consider P01 of L, which is equal to summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0. Substituting the totals, it's equal to 122 by 98. Now write the formula for P10 of L, which is equal to summation P0 Q1 divided by summation P1 Q1. And you know that we get this formula by interchanging 0 by 1 and 1 by 0. which is equal to 93 by 118. Now let's find out P01 of L into P10 of L. This is equal to 122 by 98 into 93 divided by 118. So you see that no values in the numerator and denominator are the same and they don't get cancelled. So it is not equal to 1. So you can write the conclusion. Therefore, Laspeyres index number does not satisfy TRT. Second subdivision, to verify Fisher's index number satisfies TRT. So we have to prove that P01 of F into P10 of F is equal to 1. So let's first consider P01 of F, which is equal to root of summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1, which is equal to, substituting the totals, will get root of 122 by 98 into 118 by 93. There's no need to simplify because we'll see later on in the steps that the values will get cancelled. So next consider P10 of F, which is equal to root summation P0 Q1 divided by summation P1 Q1 into summation P0 Q0 divided by summation P1 Q0, which is equal to root of 93 by 118 into 98 by 122. Therefore, P01 of F into P10 of F is equal to root of, write all the 8 terms, and you will see that all the terms in the numerator and denominator will get cancelled as indicated by the pink, purple, green and blue lines, and then you get equal to root 1, which is equal to 1. Therefore, P01 of F into P10 of F is equal to 1. Hence, Fisher's index number satisfies TRT. In the second subdivision, we also need to verify that Fisher's index number satisfies FRT. So let's write the condition, that is P01 of F into Q01 of F is equal to summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q0. So write the formula for P01 of F, which is equal to root summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1, which is equal to root 122 by 98 into 118 divided by 93. Now let's write Q01 of F formula, which is equal to root summation Q1 P0 divided by summation Q0 P0 into summation Q1 P1 divided by summation Q0 P1, which is equal to root 93 by 98 into 118 divided by 122. So let's find the product of P01 of F into Q01 of F, which is equal to root, list down all the 8 terms. Now you see that only certain terms will get cancelled. 122 gets cancelled in the numerator and in the denominator, and 93 gets cancelled in the numerator and in the denominator. And you're left with root of 118 square divided by 98 square, which can be written as root 118 divided by 98 the whole square. And as indicated by the blue line, you see that the square root and the square get cancelled, which leaves us with 118 divided by 98. And 118 is nothing but summation P1 Q1 and 98 is summation P0 Q0. Therefore, P01 of F into Q01 of F is equal to summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q0. Therefore, Fisher's index number satisfies FRT. Third subdivision, to verify Marshall-Edgeworth index number satisfies TRT, that is P01 of ME into P10 of ME is equal to 1. Start with, consider P01 of ME, which is summation P1 Q0 plus summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q0 plus summation P0 Q1, which is equal to 122 plus 118 divided by 98 plus 93, which gives us 240 divided by 191. Then consider P10 of ME, which is equal to summation P0 Q1 plus summation P0 Q0 divided by summation P1 Q1 plus summation P1 Q0, which is equal to 93 plus 98 divided by 118 plus 122, which is equal to 191 divided by 240. Therefore, P01 of ME into P10 of ME is equal to 240 by 191 into 191 by 240, and you see that the terms get cancelled in the numerator and in the denominator as indicated by the red and purple color lines, and you get the value as 1. Therefore, P0 of ME into P10 of ME is equal to 1. Therefore, Marshall-Edgeworth index number satisfies TRT. Problem 28 is an important question. From the following data, compute Fisher's index number. Show that Fisher's index number satisfies TRT and FRT. In the first column, the items are A, B, C. The base year prices are 9, 20 and 10. The quantities for the base year are 3, 9 and 5. The current year prices are 9, 21, 15, and the quantities for the current year are 6, 10 and 6. So the prices in the base year are marked as P0, quantities in the base year as Q0. The prices in the current year are marked as P1 and the quantities in the current year are Q1. This is usually a 10 marker. 4 marks are allocated for the table calculations. Then if Fisher's price index number is asked, then 2 marks are allocated for it. And then for TRT and FRT, along with the condition and the proof, 2 marks each are allocated. And so totally it is a 10 marker. So computing, P0, Q0 values are 27, 180, 50. Summation P0, Q0 is equal to 257. P1, Q1 values are 54, 210 and 90. Summation P1, Q1 is equal to 354. P1, Q0 values are 27, 189, 75. Summation P1, Q0 is equal to 291. P0 Q1 values are 54, 260 and summation P0 Q1 is equal to 314. So let's first start with Fisher's price index number. The formula is P01 of F is equal to root summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1 into 100. Now here there is 100 outside the square root because we are computing Fisher's price index number. Only for the TRT and FRT tests, there is no 100 in the formula. So substituting, you get equal to root 291 divided by 257 into 354 divided by 314 into 100, which is equal to root of, taking 4 places after the decimal after rounding off, 1.1323 into 1.1274 into 100, which is root of 1.2773 into 100, which is equal to 1.1302 into 100, or P01 of F is equal to 113.02. Subdivision B, to verify Fisher's index number satisfies TRT. Is P01 of F into P10 of F is equal to 1. So let's consider P01 of F, which is root of summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1, which is equal to root of 291 divided by 257 into 354 divided by 314. Now you consider P10 of F, which is equal to root of summation P0 Q1 divided by summation P1 Q1 into summation P0 Q0 divided by summation P1 Q0, which is equal to, substituting the totals, you'll get root of 314 divided by 354 into 257 divided by 291. Therefore, P01 of f into P10 of f is equal to root. List down all the 8 totals and you will see that all the values in the numerator and the denominator will get cancelled as indicated by the pink, purple, green and blue lines, and you get the value as equal to root 1, which is equal to 1. Therefore, P01 of f into P10 of f is equal to 1. Hence, Fisher's index number satisfies TRT. Now let's verify Fisher's index number satisfies FRT, that is P01 of f into Q01 of f is equal to summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q0. Consider P01 of f, which is root of summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1, which is equal to root 291 divided by 257 into 354 divided by 314. And consider Q01 of f, which is equal to root summation Q1 P0 divided by summation Q0 P0 into summation Q1 P1 divided by summation Q0 P1, which is equal to root 314 by 257 into 354 divided by 291. Therefore, P01 of f into Q01 of f is equal to root. Write down all the 8 values and you will see that 291 in the numerator and denominator gets cancelled as indicated by the pink line, and 314 in the numerator and denominator get cancelled as indicated by the green line, which gives us root of 354 divided by 257 the whole square. Then the square and the square root get cancelled, which leaves us with 354 by 257, which is nothing but summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q0. Therefore, P01 of f into Q01 of f is equal to summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q0, and Fisher's index number satisfies FRT. Please understand and practice the concepts of TRT and FRT in the problems. Thank you for watching, and in my next video, we will learn about the steps in the construction of price index numbers.